against a third base coach who wants you to.
If you want to blame IKF, the 26th man on this roster, and that you think that's the reason they lost the World Series, be my guest. That won't be the thing that haunts me. Although you could have head for a slide, maybe. Mixing a slide. It's the Ernie Clement ball that was absolutely roasted.
You just felt like the game was over as that guy's running back to the
Well, I mean, off the bat, the sound and the look, and I mean, Paul Hayes comes out of nowhere. That, to me, will be the one that will always haunt me because it's been Ernie Clement, who's been the story of this postseason. Another unbelievable game in Game 7. And, you know, he has that picture of him sliding home that would have been on every T-shirt across the country for the rest of our lives. And you had this chance. It was the first pitch, and he roasted it. It's like, that is the one that'll keep me up at night. Not, you know, Kirky being up there, getting his bat sawed off, like, whatever. And Vladdy, too, eh? Right down to the last inning of the last game. Hits a double off Yamamoto to start that inning. They can't cash him in. They've been money all year long with runners in scoring position. And when it mattered the most, it dried up. Varsho killed them in those two games.
Yeah. 6 and 7.
He absolutely killed them.
I'm telling you, it's painful to listen to Hoffman, too, talk about not being like he's the reason why they're not wearing.
I read the quote. I didn't see it. Or
championship rings, or
what did he say?
He just says
it's cost everyone
a
ring.
Yeah, which is just,
you know, one pitch in baseball. You're talking about a placement of
gut
6
wrenching.
inches different from where it should be, and it's
gut wrenching.
Yeah.
Anyways,
did you want to play stuff?
We promise.
Thank God.
We promise. We get to hockey. We got
listen,
John Michael Lyles coming up.
You were gonna make. Okay, this is what makes it bad.
What's that?
You were potentially gonna make me pour over the tape of my boy Ernie Clement crying.
I loved it.
Yeah, we weren't even gonna play it. Like, I'm not listening to it.
I just love it because it's not baseball, hockey per se, or anything else. It's just, this is how you're supposed to be. This is how you win championships. If not this year, hopefully next year for the Jays. But this is what people want to see and feel. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of teams that don't get it right. And I just think it's a wonderful reminder to all of us. This is the difference between winning and losing championships, or at least getting yourself in a position to come as close as they did.
the care.
The care.
I got to tell you, this is where I'm going to get like my, you know how I get. You know, you guys know, everybody listen, you know how I get. This felt like a 1 in a million season. And they could be under 500 next year.
You know,
Bo may be gone. You know, like, you know, Scherzer may be gone, probably gone. You know, Bassett, Bieber.
When you don't win, make changes. But I'm not saying which ones.
Varshow's my first choice.
You change. You make a few changes here.
Varshow's my first choice. There's certain things that you can't unsee, and I gotta find that stat. Let me quickly look it up. But I think he was.
Field, man.
Yeah, and he made a great catch. He made a great catch in that game. But when it came down to
slam too, didn't he earlier? Barger. Yeah, same game home run.
You know, like he's a good ball player.
I understand he's a good ball player.
Okay, so one more thought before we go to break here is that Saturday night I was at the game as well.
You were, eh?
Yeah, I was in section 119. The LA Dodgers family or friend.
Oh my God!
They were next to me.
Nightmare.
And it was a nightmare. No, and they were. The nightmare wasn't that they were obnoxious.
They had nothing to cheer all game, basically. They were behind till the 11th.
Just watching them at the end celebrate was like, and I loved my section because I was up at the top. So there's the standing room fans, which it became like family. You know, you're just high-fiving, hugging everybody, and it's like, it was an unbelievable experience. I just want to throw one more thing in. I now get why people spend $10,000 for a ticket or $5,000, even if you don't quite have it. I get it now.
That experience was that special.
That experience, I've never done it before. I played in the Game 7, but I've never been in that situation where it's like, if you offered me a trip somewhere with free hotel and meals and maybe a couple rounds of golf, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't trade it in for being there Saturday night.
Yeah, agreed.
I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, I would now.
Yeah, now you would.
having no, but like,
you're not allowed to pick after.
Well,
you pick before.
Here's what I will say. You know, we talk a lot about Game 7. Game 6 is horrifying too. So, you know, it's not like it was a one-night affair.
No. I said to you guys out there, that was actually the least fun I've ever had watching sport.
That ball lodging is a 1 in a million chance that happens. I've never seen it happen before. That baseball game, second and third, nobody out, with a chance to win the World Series, and the game was over in 3 swings. That is as painful as you can ever imagine for a Game 6. And I got to tell you, it's like, I was just hoping that you'd be like, no, it's not Toronto sports. It's not. This team is not Toronto sports. And it's the same.
One more thing before we go to break.
I got the Varsho stat. In Game 6 and 7, he was combined 0 for 9 with 13 left on base.
Yeah.
That's
that
the
hurts.
difference.
Okay. One more thing, hockey related. Saturday night in Edmonton.
Congrats to Easton Cowan for his first NHL goal.
Yeah, we got a Leaf hour there. Save it, pal. They showed the baseball game live with sound up
During
the
Oilers game.
The game.
That's the most insane thing for her.
I'm
unacceptable.
like, somebody said that to me, and I'm like, not a chance they would do that.
It's true. It's true. And Connor, I learned about it from the McDavid quotes after the game.
How can you do that?
Do we have McDavid after
I
the game?
actually thought of that too, in terms of like rights and like if you.
Do we have it? Okay.
The quote from McDavid is like, I found myself sitting on the bench watching the game, and when I was on the ice, I found myself listening to the crowd to see what was going on. Right? Like, it's this big spot, and you're on the ice. You're like, did they get a hit?
I can't think of a bigger distraction ever in a hockey game. Like, there's fights going on while you're still playing. There's beer pouring on you during a game. I've had mustard thrown at me in those little packages. Like, but I cannot believe that they would do that. Like,
They
first
turned it
of all,
off for the third period, they said. They turned it off for the third.
That's even more dangerous.
That's way worse.
That's
Just
way worse.
Finish it off. If
You
you're going to
give
leave
it
it
to
up
them.
there, yeah.
Because now everyone's like, what's going on?
I'm going to the lobby.
So, 9/11, the Rangers, after 9/11, they had an exhibition game in Philly, and the Philly building decides to show President Bush at the time up live during the game, right?
Really?
To talk about, what the next plan of the United States is.
You were in this game?
No, I was not in this game, but I know this story.
Yeah.
And then they shut it off, and people went ballistic, and they actually put it back on, and then they canceled the exhibition game.
Come on. Talk about falling all over your shoes.
It was nuts.
That's a mess.
It was nuts. But this, why don't you just tell people if you're going to drive a car and text, be careful? It's like, why would you send your players out there with such a big distraction? I found it almost like a...
That's interesting that you think of a safety thing for the
a
player.
safety thing where you're focused, you're not focused, you get hit, there's a collision, a goalie looks up for a split second because it's maybe one of the greatest sporting event in our history going on. It's like, and then play-by-play, Jack
Michaels, yeah.
We think we might have that. Maybe we don't. Do we have that, Jake, or no? We do.
Okay, let's just Jack Michael calling the game.
Under duress, Mangiapane rides him into the boards. Henry creates drive back behind. The Blue Jays have just won the World Series.
Good.
Or no, they're calling him out at home. Forced out.
The Blue Jays.
We gotta
The Blue Jays just won the World Series. And you know what? I feel so bad for Jack.
Can we go?
No.
Come on, Cap.
No. I feel